Hi everyone, I am Parampreet Singh. If you have been following my previous sessions, like OPP sessions or like earlier sessions, um, then like you know me. If you are new to my sessions, so I take like the revision sessions before the OPP and quiz and end term almost every term. And this time I would like to thank Nilgiri House for collaborating with me for the for hosting the sessions and spreading it to all the students of iit-bsc. Um, now let's start the session. So today we will be doing the end term revision plus PYQ marathon mainly. So we will go through PYQs. First, if you are clear with all the topics of like Python till OPP2, then that's great, or even till Entum, then that's like super great. So after OPP2, like I have covered all the topics till OPP2, and after that there are only two topics left: object-oriented programming and recursion. Okay, and yes, this session is being recorded and it will be available in my YouTube channel. So this is my YouTube channel. Okay, you guys can subscribe to it. You will find the recording and all the resources in the video like only. Okay, and yes, this is the playlist. If you want to watch my previous end-term revision sessions, you can watch it here. Okay, now, so how many of you are like clear with the concept of recursion? First, let's see on recursion. 2, 3. Okay, only 3 people. Okay, anybody can explain? Okay, 4. Like what recursion is? Anyone who would like to explain?
हाँ बेसिकली सेम फंक्शन अपने आप को कॉल करता है बार बार ओके
Yes.
सो
Okay.
बेसिकली सेम फंक्शन अपने आप को कॉल
Yes. So the
करता
same
है
function.
टिल द कंडीशन पोस्ट फॉल्स राइट
Okay. Yes.
इट्स
Okay. Now.
काइंड ऑफ अ लूप आई गेस
Mm-hmm.
इट्स काइंड ऑफ अ लूप नॉट बट एग्जैक्टली लूप बट काइंड ऑफ अ लूप
Okay. Yes. So kind of like how we use loops. Okay. To kind of form of some sort of pattern. अगर कुछ एक pattern follow हो रहा है loop में, that can also be done in recursion. Okay. So let's start with a very basic thing. And yes, guys, if you are on your laptop or desktop, that's good. If not, please join from that and open your code editor side by side. Okay, so you guys can code with me as well. Okay, now for recursion, so let's say we want to print numbers from, let's say, 1 to n. So if I set n equals to 10 here, okay, so 1 to n, and I would just do print I. Okay, and if I run this, okay, the font size, let me just setting terminal font size 20. I think that's fine. Yes, cd okay people. Okay, we are already there. Okay, cd dot and python 3 main dot pivot. So if you want to print numbers from 1 to 10, so this is a very basic code, right? Is this code clear to everyone? Um, okay. And yes, guys, if you can interact via like with voice, that would be good. If not, you can react as well as you can type in chat box as well. Okay. Now I want to print by including the number n as well. What changes should I do in this code?
n plus 1.
Yes, n plus 1. So if I just do n plus 1 and run this, so I'll get 10 as well. Okay, a very basic code using loop. Now we can do this similarly in recursion as well. What we can write is like simply print n or something, okay, which will just take a number n and print it. Now in recursion there are two things, okay, and what are those two things? Can anyone like share?
Parameter or return statement.
Okay, yes, return statement is there. So the
Uh,
first thing is,
condition.
yes, so the first thing is base case, okay, where the recursion
Base
should,
case and recursive cache.
yes, base case and recursive case, which is also like same function calling, okay. So these two things we have in a recursion. When in a function you are calling the same function and you have some sort of if condition where that function should like terminate, so that means that is a recursive function, okay. Now how can we make this function as a recursive function? Like we want to print numbers from 1 to n. Like if I pass in n which is 10 here, so I want कि 1 से लेकर n तक like all the numbers should get printed. How can I do it?
Like n minus 1, n minus 1,
Okay.
till n not equal to n. Till n not equal to n.
Okay, that's fine. Um, I want, okay, let me just start. So, what should be the first thing? So I just want to,
First, we should write base case.
yes, so base case. But before writing the base case, like I want to know about the recursive case. Like even recursive case, like what we want to do eventually here is to print the number, okay. So we will first like directly write the print n, which eventually like is for like which is used for printing the number, okay. Now we want to print this number only, okay. अभी अगर मैं normally let me just write it and call this print n and 10, okay. And let me just just comment out this loop. What do you think? What will be the output? Anyone? Okay, is it a recursive function?
No.
No. Okay, because there is no base case,
नहीं
there is
नहीं.
no recursive case. So output will be just directly 10. Now,
Yes.
I want to print this number and after, so I want to print this number in this manner, like starting from 1 until the 10. Okay. What I can do is I can call this function again. Saran, can you turn off your mic?
Oh, sorry.
Yes. So I want to like print the number and I want to call this function again because it's a like I want to write a recursive function in which I will pass a number less than that. Okay. So now if I run this, what do you think? What will be the output?
9.
Okay. Let me run this. So it is giving some error, some sort of an error. And before that error, like we are getting all the numbers like from 1 to till minus, so it's in minus, not even minus, okay, I think this is because of, I don't think it will show. Yes, so we have like 10 9 8. So first it is printing the 10 and then 9 8 7 6 4 5 2 1 0 and all these numbers, and it is going till minus and minus and minus, okay. So this is not a complete recursive function, we will fix this, okay, no worries. Now first thing, like it is keep on happening, okay. So how it is working exactly, first when we call this function here on line number 19, it will go here line number 14, and n is passed as 10. Okay, so it will print 10 and then it will return. What it will return? The same function call, but this time with n minus 1. So that means it will first print 10. Okay, the output got escaped. If I show you, yes.
Param, can I share my screen once, if you
Sorry,
don't
but
mind?
after session.
द- आउट है, थोड़ा सा डाउट है,
But
इसलिए.
can you share after session, or like you can type in chat, because that will interrupt the
Yeah.
session. Okay, thank you. Yes, so it is printing 10 and after that it is calling the function, and which is so here we are passing 9. Okay, then again it is printing that 9, and then again it is passing 8, 7, 6, 4, 5, 2, and so on and so forth. So but it is not stopping anywhere. Okay, it is the function, the code is like code is running infinite times, and because recursion has some sort of limit, क्योंकि stack में function calls होता है, I'm not going into the deeper much, but yes, so it has to stop eventually. So our main goal was to print numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, so it is printing currently numbers from 10 to 1. That is fine, we will fix that order, but हमें like where should we stop exactly?
N equal to 1.
Yes, so we should stop here when n turns 1. Okay, so this is where the base case comes in. So we will set like if n is less than or equals to 1. Can I write less than as well? Like if let's say user passes 0 or some negative number, then also it should like handle that case, right? So what I'm doing here is, or even if like just normally, if n equals to 1, I'll just print the number and I'll just simply stop there. Okay, that is it. Now if I run this, so see, I am getting this output 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we are almost close to our output which we wanted, which is to print numbers from 1 to 10. We have this base case here, we have this recursive case here. Okay, this is a recursive function, right? Now there is still one thing left, which is it is printing in descending order. I want to print it in ascending order, like it should print 1 first and then it should print second and then 3, then 4, 5, 6 till 10. How can we do it? Anyone? Like currently it's printing like 10, 9, 8. It is printing in descending order. We want to print it in ascending order, जैसे हम यहाँ पे like we were doing in loop. Okay. Okay, first thing, how many times this function is being called from this like line?
10.
Okay. Yes, so including this we can say 10 times. Okay, because but it will call for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So 9 times here and 10 time like this as well. Okay. So how it is happening? First, if I show you what it is. Yes. Now first what it is doing is it is printing the 10. Okay, like we'll call this function something like this. It is printing 10. Okay, then it is calling this function with the 9 and it is printing 9 and then print n 8 and then it is printing 8 and so on and so forth till it reaches print n 1. So what should happen here? Like what will happen here in this case when I do print n 1?
It,
Mhm. Anyone?
So print 1 and return all the outputs.
Okay. Well, it is okay. So first it will print 1. That is fine. Then it will just simply return. Okay, it is not returning anything. That means here the function will stop. Okay, so function will stop here. Okay, so that is the thing. Now it is printing in a descending order, right? So what we want is it should like go to this function call, then it should print, and it should return, and then it should print the second number, then third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10. Okay, it should print in ascending order, not descending order. So what I'll do is I'll just simply shift these lines, but that won't work if I like show you. So it is just printing one. How can I like fix this? Anyone knows? Guys, any idea or anything? Okay, what do you think? What should we change in the code? um Anyone? Okay, first of all, tell me, return के नीचे if we write anything below the return statement, will it execute? I
No.
hope you are no, right? So what we can simply do is, so what the problem was, this function is getting called, okay, the less number is, the function with the less number is getting called after it is printing that number. So like it is printing 10, then it is calling 9. Okay, so I can also like do this. Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm not returning anything right now. I'm just simply uh, calling the same function again. And now if I run this, so again I'm getting the same output. Okay, why I'm getting the same output and all? Because I'm not handling the return value. Okay, I'm just printing the number. मुझे return value से like I don't care what the return value is. I just want to print some number. Now if I shift this, just simple thing, and run this code again, now we got the output as expected, which is 1 to 10. Okay, and how it happens, anyone like would like to explain if you are clear? Okay, how many of you are clear with this code? Okay, doesn't seem much. So yes, we were at here, right, earlier. So how it is working if I just do print 10? So anyone would like to like share how this code is working? Mm, okay,
It's first print 10, then 10
hmm,
minus 1.
then it is calling. When we
Yeah.
pass in 10, it will check the condition. Condition is not true, right? Then it will print
Yeah.
10, and then it will call print 10 minus 1, which is 9. Okay, then it will again do the same. It will check for condition, then 9, it will print, and then it will call the function with 8, and so on and so forth. So what we wanted is, so actually it is printing the number, that larger number before, and then it will like, then it is going backwards. Okay, like going downwards to the smaller number and smaller. So like here we can see 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4. So what we want is it should go to the first number. Okay, then it should print that number, and then it should come back. So here, like if I just simply swap these two lines, then it will eventually turn it to our like exact requirement. How it is working here, if I show you. So now if I call print of 10, print of, let's say, let me just take an example of 5. Okay, what will happen first? It will check for the condition, right? Condition is true
Yes.
or false? Like for this number,
False.
false. Okay,
False.
now now condition is false. Now it will go to line number 19. What line number 19 is? It is again calling the same function, but this time with 4. Now with this function call, so we are still here, we have not printed anything. Okay, from here we are again calling the same function. Now it is checking the condition is true or false.
False.
False. Now
False.
again it will call the function with this. Okay, because of line 19. Now it will again check the condition is still false, right? So it will again call the function print n2, and now condition is still false because n is true.
Yeah.
Now it will call the function again here from line number 19. Now the condition is true or false.
True.
It is true. Okay, so now condition is true, but it is showing is we have to print that number. Okay, and then we have to simply return. So we are not returning anything, and we are not taking care of what return value is or anything. Okay, so we can just simply understand that we are terminating this function call here, है ना? After printing one, this function call is terminated, right? Is it clear?
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Now we are again back to this print n-1. Now what value of like n-1? We were at like this function call is terminated. So that means it is terminated line number 19. Now line number 20 will be executed. What was the line number 20 for this case? Like where n-1 was passed. N was 2. And here n-1 was passed, so n equals to 3. So what do you okay, let me just simply write, yes, n equals to 5, 4, sorry, yes, so n equals to 5 and again 5, 4, 3, 2. So we were here, right? We did this function call, and it printed 1, and then it terminated. Okay, so it got terminated at which value of n equals to 2, right? यहाँ पे जाके we went again, like we got back to line number 19. Now this line number 19 is completely executed. Now line number 20 will be executed. So what's the value of n here?
2.
2. Okay, so it will simply print 2, and now again it will so this function call is completed. Okay, now it will again go back to this function call, and sorry, this function call is completed, and yes, so now it will go back to this function call, which was this. So it has printed, that means this function call is also completed, right? And now line number 20 will be executed. What is the value of n here for this when we are doing print n with 2? We are passing
3.
n-1, so n is 3. Okay, we are printing n here, and then for this case we have 4, and then finally we have 5. After 5 we do not have anything. Okay, now if I run this for 5, so it will like work something like this. हम इसको like we can also like write it more something like this: checking n equals to 1 for n, and value of n is this. Before print n-1 function call, n is this. Okay, and yes, this is after, so let me just copy it and paste it. Function call print n with value n is completed with value n, which is n. So I've just written down some print statements for you to understand. Now if I run this code, so see how it is happening. Okay, it will first go to like call this function print n 5 है ना, from this one है ना. So what first thing it was doing is it was checking the condition, right? So checking n is 5, is it equal to 1? No. Okay, then it will simply go down here. So before print, so before this function call, the value of n is 5. Now it will call the function, okay, and now n is 4, and now n is 4 here, right, before the function call. So it is like stopping here at line number 20 only, it is not going to line number 21 and 22. Why? Because right now the code is, this function is not stopped yet, okay, and it is going till the 1, and when n equals to 1 happens, so it will simply print 1, okay, and return from there, and then it will go in this line number 20. But line number 20 of what? Line number 20 of this particular before print n minus 1. Okay, now it will simply do after print, like after this function call, the value of n is 2. Okay, so it will simply print 2. Now it is showing that function call with a value of n equals to 2 is completed. Now it will go to n as 3. Okay, so it is going backward and backward. So now we got from 1 to 5 all the values. Okay, so let me just comment it out. So this was just for debugging purposes, so just say like you guys can get clear. Now is this understood? Like how do we print all the numbers from 1 to n? How many of you are clear now? Even if like you are 50% clear, that is fine, because this is we do very rarely in recursion, like calling the function before doing some, like before showing some output. Okay, if I want to do in recursive manner, like I want to print in a descending order, like print from n to 1, what should be my function, like recursive and in descending order? If I want to do, what should be my function be?
If n equal to 1, then we will return 1.
Okay, actually let's just print out, okay, not return anything. So we will just simply return here and we will print 1. Now after that, so this is the base case, right? Now what should we do after that?
Uh, uh,
Let's say n equals to 2 we have passed, so what should we do? This condition is not true.
else we return n and n minus 1 then.
Okay, so instead of returning we are just printing. Okay, so we will just print n and then we will call the function here recursive n with n minus 1. Okay, and now if I call this function recursive n with the value of 5, and let me just comment this previous call. It is okay. Yes, so we have this 5 4 3 2 1. Okay, it is printing first and then it is going to the previous call. Okay, this is how it is happening here. This is clear? Okay, what about others? I hope it is clear. Yes, factorial I will. Now this is just to print in recursive like in descending order, and this to print in ascending order. So these were like the debugging statements. And yes, okay, the only difference was we are calling the function first because we want to go to the 1. Okay, and then we are printing. Okay, so that's what is in the ascending order. Now for the factorial, okay, what is a factorial? Like if I write factorial of, let's say, 3, so it's like 6, but how it is 6? Can anyone explain? Anyone? 3 into 2 into 1. Yes. So factorial of a number is until we multiply all the numbers from 1 to that particular number. So here factorial of 3 is 6. How? We will multiply this number to the n minus 1 until we reach the 1, or like from 1 also we do this, right? Now how can we write the code here? So generally, for using for loop, you guys tell me, like, how do we print the factorial of some number? Let me just take the n only, and here I'll define n equals to 5. So factorial of a number is, we will
Factorial into equal to
factorial into that particular number. Okay,
number.
so I'll just do +1 here because I want to include that number as well. And now if I print fact, I'll get the answer, right? Like we have 5. So what should be the answer here? Okay,
120.
120. Okay, how many of you agrees that answer will be 120?
Not, I think not, because factorial is 0, then answer will be 0. I
Yes,
think.
so if I currently if I do, it will be 0. Why? Because we are eventually multiplying 0 with I, so it will give us, so what value should we write here?
1.
Yes, 1. Okay, now how it will work is, it will like multiply 1 with 1. Okay, then it will multiply 1 with 2 when value of I will be 2, and then 3, then 4, 5, and so on and so forth till we go here, and we have this. By the way, do we need to write, like, start from 1 here? Can we start from 2 directly? Is it fine? This is just some sort of like different thing. Is there any difference if I start from 1 or 2, like in the answer?
No difference because we
No
already
No
one.
difference. Okay, because like we were multiplying 1 with the 1 earlier. Yes, for understanding the logic, that is fine. But yes, so this is the code. Now if you want to do this in recursion, how we will do this? Dev factorial. Okay, I'll use this factorial and n. So let's say if I pass n equals to 5, or 3, what I want is, I want to multiply n with 3 into 2 into 1. Okay, that would give me the answer 6. Okay, so what's the base case here? What do you think?
If n equal to 1.
Okay, if n equals to 1, so we will simply return 1. Okay,
1.
now if n is not equal to 1, then what should we do?
We will return n into n, factorial of n minus 1.
Okay, factorial of n minus 1. And if I just do this, print factorial of 3, and I'll do for 5 as well. So we have this. Okay, 6 here and then 120. Now how, let's take only the example of this 3 only. How it is working? If I just call this function factorial of 3, how it is working? Anyone would like to explain?
So, sir, if it first checks that it is 1 or not. So,
Mm-hmm.
if factorial 3 is there, then it's not 1.
Mm-hmm.
Then we will move to else statement where it will perform n into factor. Then recall that function factorial n minus 1.
Yes, so it will do something like this. है ना? Now it will go to this function call before returning. Okay, because there is a function call in the return statement. Now in this function call, it will again check, and it is not true, so it will again do the same thing, which is this factorial of 1. Now again it will go here in the function call. So what is the factorial of 1?
1.
1. Okay, now we got 1 here. So we will simply multiply 2 into 1, which is 2, and then we will multiply 3 into 2, which is 6. So we got the answer finally as 6. Okay, easy. ये code, so I think this is very easy, right, for everyone. Nice. Just well, that I think no need, but yes, you guys can try like sum the numbers from like sum of first n natural numbers. Okay, also you can try like print odd number or even number. Okay, like first n, or like from 1 to n, print odd or even number from 1 to n. You can try these statements, and after that like you can try like count of x in some list. Okay, count of some element in a list. So these all things you can try. With this, like, you will get more clarity. Also, reverse of a string, well, I always do in the sessions, but I'm not doing it here. I would like you guys to try it. So if I write in param, I will pass in param, so it should return me MARAP. Okay, using recursion. If you guys like, if you guys know the code, you guys can like, you can paste it here. If no, please try it yourself. Okay, and share your code in the like video comment. Okay, and if still anyone doesn't get the code or solution, you can ask, I'll just share the code. Okay, so this is about the recursion. Now we will go to OOP, object oriented programming. So I'll just write, so OOP is object oriented programming. It's not oops. Okay, so please, and okay, a very basic thing. What object oriented programming is? How many of you know, or like did at least some sort of code in this? Okay, no one. Okay, that's strange. Okay, functions, so like everyone knows, right? When we call functions and write anything in some sort of script, you all are clear with the concept of modules, libraries and all? Yes, everything is treated like objects and method. In Python, by default, everything is treated like object. A function is also an object, if I go deeper. Okay, yes. So what object-oriented programming is? Basically, first, what is the need of OOP, object-oriented programming? So it is to structure the code, to keep all the code in a, like in a structured format, like structured code, and we can also say like clean code, and it will also follow this principle. What this principle is? Anyone knows? So it's simply like, do not repeat yourself. The same principle which function, like because of which we use function calls. Okay, like let's say you want to calculate some area of, let's say, some circle or triangle or something. You write a function and then you call that function again, right? You don't do like, you don't write all the calculation logic again and again, है ना? You just write the function once and call it again and again and again. That is what this principle is. Do not repeat yourself. Dry principle, we also call it. Okay, so this is the thing. And also there are like if I just show you, okay, before going to the notations, so when we want to like hide the technicality, okay, and show only the upper layer. So let's say when I go to chatgpt.com, okay, so here just this is just a sample chat interface and all, है ना? Is it showing any sort of code here in this chat
No.
GPT platform? No, right?
Yeah.
And in all the websites, do they show any sort of code कि आपको ये function call करना है, and then only you guys can join the meet or like get the output from ChatGPT, right? So underneath, what it is doing, it is some sort of like we have some model, like here we have GPT-5 generally, right, as of now, and it will just doing calling the predict function on that model with whatever prompt we pass in, है ना? Underneath it is doing this stuff, am I right? Can we say it like it is calling some model, or we can also write like GPT-5, it is calling the GPT-5 like the predict of GPT-5 and passing the prompt whatever we pass in, but also like it will do some checks. What checks? Like is there any sort of confidential information, okay, like address, phone number or email, etc. Okay, is the like prompt having some illegal stuff, like let's say if I write I want to rob some bank or something, that is illegal stuff, right? So it will just give us answer as in we can't perform this or something, है ना? ऐसा होता है ना, like if you write some sort of stuff which is illegal or something, so it will handle that as well. Is it showing anything here in the like interface? No, right? It is not showing anything, it is just like showing what is required. So that is what known as abstraction, okay. We can like consider it as abstraction. So that is basically hiding all the technicality, all the stuff, and showing a different form of something so that like normal users can also use it. Now apart from that, we have three more, like there are four pillars of object oriented programming. So this is like the first pillar, abstraction, and now the second principal pillar is, there was one more, yes. So so GPT-5 के पहले which model we were using exactly in chat GPT? Anyone knows what was the model there?
GPT 4.0.
Yes, so GPT 4.0, or like there were like GPT 4 O as well, okay, GPT 3, yes, like there are various models, है ना? GPT 3.5, 3.5 mini, and like hundreds of models. But underneath there is, can we say like there is some sort of base model functionality? What does base model mean? Like all the models are like having some predict function, am I right? All models will do the same thing, है ना? It will call
Yeah.
the predict, है ना? Whether it's 3.5, 4.0, 4.0, 4.1, whatever the model name is, है ना? All will have some sort of same thing. All models will check for this illegal stuff, this sensitive information, and all the other stuff. Like right now we also have this web search option, deep research option, है ना? We also have this canvas, it will also connect to Google Drive and other stuff, है ना? All models were supported from that stuff, है ना? Like web search, if I ask, so let's say if I ask what is the weather today, it will do the web search, है ना? It will check what is my IP address, and then it will like go to Google or some sort of search engine, and it will check like what is the weather right now, and from there it will result me what exactly the weather is, है ना? So this is like web search. All the models were doing all these things, है ना? This you agree? Like not from 2023, but at least from 2024 mid, है ना? So this is like the base model functionality, we can say. Based upon this, all the models are doing like the same thing. Of course, unke underlying like their architecture is different and all, but we can take some example. Let's say some car, okay, So we have various forms of car like sports car, SUV, sedan, and etc. etc. All cars have like same common functionalities, right? There are doors, there are windows, they have engines, है ना? They have they are four wheelers, they have steering wheel, accelerator, and all the stuff. Functionality सबकी same है. There are some unique things, but all they have all these have some same functionality, right? है ना? Can we say this? Similarly for students also, like we all are the students, है ना? Some are in foundation level, so like you all are in foundation level. I'm just at the end of diploma level, and we have degree level students as well as we have fourth year degree. Then there are some master students, right? And some PhD level as well, है ना? All do the same thing, which is study, make projects, do assignments, give exams, है ना? Same work है सबका. Do you guys agree for this? Okay. Now this thing, like all are doing like the same thing. Basically they have some sort of base functionality or something. Okay. We call it as well, it can become in two things. If I just write like, okay, so this thing we can call it as let me just write it here, which is polymorphism. Okay. So what polymorphism is, like multiple types of things are doing the same functionality, having the same functionality. Okay. Multiple types of sports car, they are car eventually, they like we drive those cars, they have same features and all. They have some sort of different things, like foundation students have different subjects, diploma has different. In diploma we have projects as well. In degree we have projects, subjects, and other electives, है ना? तो ऐसे ऐसे there are some unique things, but eventually all are doing some sort of same thing. So this is what polymorphism is. Okay, are you guys clear with this polymorphism? Okay. And this is abstraction, like when the underlying technicality is hidden. Okay, how that thing is working. Now there is something. Okay, let's take only your example. So आप सबने, like you guys must have heard like from like for the babies even, mostly like they have like similar nose as their mother, or eyes as their father, or hair as their father, like even grandmother, grandfather, है ना? Like let's say some baby is born, and uh, his or her, let's say it's a baby boy, so his eyes are similar to his mother, nose is similar to his father, or like hair is same as their his grand father. Okay, we all hear this stuff, है ना? Every day almost, like we all agree कि ऐसा होता है ना? They have some sort of similar things, some sort of different things, and eventually like there is. So this is what we call it as inheritance. Okay, so inheritance means they are inheriting something from their upper level. So for baby their upper level is mother and father. Grandfather is also an upper level, है ना? Grandfather, great grandfather, mother, and so on and so forth, है ना? So this is one thing, we call it as inheritance. One more example, if I take this example only. Okay, so let's say there is a student. Okay, a student can be an iitm-bs student, right? We all are iitm-bs students, है ना? So student, what is the work of a student? Student is like do all these things. Let me just copy it. Now what is the unique thing in iitm-bs students? The unique thing is like online assignments, OPP, and offline quiz and like end sem, है ना? This is some sort of different thing apart from like BTech students and other, है ना? This is what we make us unique, but we eventually do all this stuff as well, है ना? All general student stuff plus all this thing, है ना? Now in iitm-bs student only we have foundation students. Okay, foundation के पास we can say like the same thing, or let me just simply write foundation iitm-bs students. Then we have diploma students. So diploma students का क्या होता है? They do all this general student stuff plus all this stuff. We also make projects, है ना? Give vivas. Okay, is this clear to everyone? And then we have degree students as well, which have like some more things and so on and so forth. So this is again inheritance. Like a diploma student, like when you get into diploma, ऐसा तो नहीं है ना, you can skip stats 2 and directly go to the diploma level, right? You have to do stats 2 or even Python, even all the foundation subjects, you have to complete them, है ना? Is there any diploma student who has not completed any foundation student? There is no, right? So this is the stuff. Okay, so I can like simply write here all foundation iitm-bs stuff, like all general student stuff, all foundation iitm-bs student, plus they give vivas and like make projects. So this is what thing, like some additional functionality, but all the same things, like they are inheriting from their base thing. First you are foundation and then you are diploma, you are also like you are also a student. So this is what known as inheritance. Now the last thing, there are 4 pillars. Anyone knows what is the 4th thing I have like not written? Let me just write it. Okay, I think no one. No worries. So let's say हाँ, तो आप सबने कैलकुलेटर्स वगैरह यूज़ किए होंगे फॉर लाइक कैलकुलेटिंग योर एंड टर्म स्कोर, your total score, your final score, right? After eventually giving the end term, when you get the end term score, you will calculate the final score, which is the T, we say, है ना? Which is some sort of like 0.3 quiz 1 marks plus like 0.4 OPP marks or something, plus like 0.4 end term marks and so on and so forth, है ना? This is one, like we have, is this like सबको, is it clear to everyone? We have this stuff, plus we have average assignment scores as well, right? What this is, average assignment score, it is like first like best 9 weeks cap to 100, we say some like ऐसा ही है कुछ, है ना? If I'm not wrong, or like different subjects have different, like there are some best 8, best 5, best 9, ऐसे करके, है ना? From week 1 to, like if there are 12 weeks, so out of those 12 weeks it will take the best 9. So basically what this is, like week 1 assignment marks, some X, or let's say some 100, then we have week 2, week 3, week 4, till all the like all the weeks and so on and so forth, let's say week 12. Okay, then we take the average, like we will calculate the best 9 and simply divide it by 100, sum of best 9, not 100, sorry, 900. Then we get some marks which are in the range of 0 to 100, right? ऐसे ही we calculate the average assignment scores, if you have ever done. Now the thing is, all these marks, when you get the total marks, will you like check each and every week marks as well? No, right? लाइक आपको बस मेन 2-3 मार्क्स ही चाहिए होते हैं, जैसे एवरेज असाइनमेंट हो गया एंड ये सब हो गया, बट एवरी स्टूडेंट हैज़ देयर यूनिक मार्क्स, है ना, सबके पास अपने अपने मार्क्स हैं, ऐसा तो नहीं सारे स्टूडेंट्स के सेम मार्क्स हो जाएंगे या कुछ ऐसा हो जाएगा. एंड देयर आर सम थिंग्स विच आर लाइक you keep it private as well, like CGPA and score, what grade did you got and all the things, है ना, you keep it by yourself. ऐसा तो नहीं है ना you share it with everyone, या IIT Madras will do it, जैसे एक के 9 CGPA so it will give 9 CGPA to everyone, right? So these are all the private stuff, है ना, we can say. So this thing comes in encapsulation. Plus, like, it's a very raw definition which I gave, but eventually this is what it is, ki when we combine all the stuff together and keep it like private to a particular identity only, okay, like student one has different identity, so different marks, then student 2. Am I right? Is this statement correct? Okay, what about others? बाकी सब सो गए क्या? Okay, so this is what encapsulation is. Okay, so these are the 4 things we have in object oriented programming: encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism and abstraction. Okay, well, काफ़ी theory वगैरह हो गई. Let me just, और well, time is rising very fast. So let me just simply go a little in the code. Okay, let's take the example of student only. So each student has some name, some roll number, right, email ID, है ना, ये information every student has, right? And okay, and each student has their unique. So what we do is we use this init function here. What this init is, anyone knows? There is a name for this specifically, init. So this is called as yes, no, not full form. This is known as constructor. Okay, constructor is something when we use, like when it is called while like making the object. Okay, so each student is an object we can consider. Each car is an object, whether it's sports, SUV, sedan or something, but and they have their own unique things. So like if I create this function get details, just don't mind what I'm writing here. Abhi just let's just focus on the output. Name is dot name and so roll number, and here we have email ID. I'll just write roll number, email ID. Now let's create a student here. Let me just create mine. How? I'll just call this student जैसे function call करते हैं. Okay, this will simply create a student object. We also call it as instance. Okay, instance or object, both are fine. Now this is a class. This is like a blueprint which eventually all students follow. So remember I told you this base model functionality, they have some sort of similar thing, है ना, like predict function and web search वाला function होगा all the models, GPT-4 है, 4.5 है, 5 है, 6 है, जो भी है ना. So this is like the base blueprint we can say. Now in this blueprint they have some sort of unique things like student. So for me it is like my name is Parampreet Singh, my roll number is this, let me write it in string, and my email ID, I'll just writing my public email ID. and if I do param dot get details, so it means I'm getting the details. I'm simply printing the details. If I run this, sorry, python 3 op.py, it is showing me some error. Game is, oh sorry, self, yes. So it is showing me, so मैंने यहाँ पे details pass की. How it is working here? So this is an instance. An instance is created, and this is the constructor. Constructor is called automatically whenever we create an instance. Okay. So constructor में जो भी parameters pass करने होते हैं, what parameters which we need to pass in the instance, in the constructor, it will be passed through the object only, or like while creating the instance. So like it is taking the name. So if I hover it here, so it is taking name, roll number and email ID, which is the all these same three things. That is what I have passed here. Okay. And I want कि ये जो है मेरा पूरा associated रहे, like when I call get details or some other function, it will use the same detail from here. So that's why I'm writing self dot, which means that particular object and that variable. Like एक object है, उसका variable name, there is some object that's variable, like it has a variable roll number, and that should be used. So that is why I'm using self. So self means now I'll show you like in a bit what self is. So like when I'm calling this get details function, okay, right now there are many notations which you will hear, like instance, object and other things. Don't worry, एक एक करके we will clear everything. Okay, so get details, when I call this get details, you can you see this is accepting a parameter self, है ना? Are we passing this self parameter? What do you think? Are we passing this self parameter here?
No.
No, है ना? So how it is like still working? It is not giving some sort of output. It is still printing all these details. How? Because we are calling param dot get details. That means it will automatically take the first parameter as this object. Okay, so this is the object or the instance. So self means we are referring to the same object जिसके ऊपर हम get details call कर रहे हैं. Okay, is it clear now? So now it will simply like take all these details, name, roll number, email ID. Same thing was happening in the student case as well. Like we have 4 things here, but the first thing is, what is this first self thing?
Name.
Sorry,
First self is the name.
no, the first self is the object itself, okay, or the instance itself. Okay, so this is the thing. This is how we call it. Also we can do something like this, student dot get details. Now if I do this and run this function, so see, it is saying in line number 72, which is this line, it is missing one required positional argument, which is self. Okay, here also I was not passing. अब यहाँ पे क्यों error आ रहा है? Like why error in this line number 72? Why there is no error in line 70? Anyone knows the reason? Okay, here it is passing the param itself as in the self. Okay, because param is an instance. Student is defined, student is the class. So this is where the difference comes in between the instance and the class. Instance is also called as an object or a class. Okay, so when we call from the class, so student is a class, param is not a class, param is an object or an instance. Okay, so this is the difference. It is created from the class, it is not a class. Okay, so here we need to pass some sort of instance. Okay, so what should we pass here? Okay, let me first write it down. Student is a class, or we also call it as blueprint. Param is a instance or object, created from class student. Okay, in get details, let me write in get details, in param, sorry, in param dot get details is taking param as an instance automatically. Okay, now why it is not taking student as in the self? Why it is giving error in line 72? Why not in 70 line? Or like how can we fix this? Okay, ये clear है सबको? Is this clear to everyone? Yes, student is a class, not an object. Okay, param is an instance. So हम instance के ऊपर when we call the methods, it will automatically take like that instance as the first parameter. Okay, so हमें फिर pass नहीं करना पड़ता parameter. But when we call that particular function on the class, then it requires that instance because this is where what it is asking. Okay, how do we do it? If I just simply pass in param, so it will work. See, it is working. Okay, because it requires some instance. This is the class, this is the instance, this is the difference. Is it clear to everyone? If you guys like are clear with this thing जो अभी मैंने समझाई थी काफ़ी टाइम लेके, then I hope this is pretty much clear to you. Okay, now like there is get details. Now I can create multiple, like let me create one from you guys. You guys can like raise your hand or give thumbs up who wants to create this, your object. Okay, Karan, and let's create 3. Okay, so sir, student, so what's your let me just write in Saran, and what's your roll number? You can just type in, or let me just okay, till then meanwhile Gurleen is okay, so you have shared your email ID as well. I'm just writing normal email ID. Okay, saran@gmail.com. okay, I hope that's fine. And now for Gurleen, so Gurleen, and what's your roll number? I think 2F4 something, 24F1002284. Okay, and let me just write email ID, pass in as gurleen@gmail.com. okay, I have created 3 objects now. Now if I call saran dot get details, what do you think, what will be printed? Name is Saran
Name is Saran, roll
Hmm.
number is the roll number, and
and
email ID
email
is
ID.
that email ID.
Yes, and same for the Gurleen as well. Okay, now if I run this, so here we are getting 3 output. What these 3 outputs from, like from where? From line number 70, these are the first 3 lines. From line number 73, these are the 3 lines. And again from line number 75, these are the 3 lines. And I can also, like, instead of now, how many instances we have now for student class?
3.
3 instance. Okay, is it clear to everyone? There are 3 instance. Okay, what about others? Okay, great. Now I can just simply pass in instance here. Okay, if I pass in like Gurleen and Saran, and let me just comment, sorry, this, let me just remove all these things. So we are creating 3 instance and calling this something like this param dot get details. That is fine. Let me call in okay, so we have created Gurleen, Saran and Param, and I'll do in the opposite manner as well, which is Gurleen dot get details, Saran dot get details. Okay, so now if I run this, So see, there is a lot of output. First output is from line 73, which is this. Then from line 74, which is this. Line 75, which is this. Then again from line 76, the same output. Enough. This is, we are calling from the student class. That's why we need to pass an instance. But here we are directly calling from the instance. So this is the difference. Okay. And the same for Saran and same for Param as well. Okay, सबको clear है? Is this clear to everyone now? How this is happening? This is some sort of a different thing. I have shared it with you all. You guys can explore more about it. Okay, now there is something. Let me just show you some names as well. Okay, so instances are Param, Saran, and Gurvi. Okay, now this get details. I'm hovering it so you can see it is a method. So whenever we write some functions inside a class, okay, those functions are called as methods. Okay, this is like a technical notation. Okay, and all these variables like which we create in a class, these are called as instance variables. Why instance variables? Like why just not normal variables? Why I'm using the word instance?
Because it's owned by that class.
Yeah, but that particular instance which is like self here. Okay, so self is representing that particular instance. Okay, so that's why we call it as instance variable. That means these are instant specific, the object specific variable. We also call them as features. Okay, a general term. Now there are two types of variables. Okay, one is an instance variable and one is a class variable. So if I write college IIT Madras and let me print it here, print if college is I can't just write college here, I need to write self.college. Okay, now see, everyone's is getting like IIT Madras is the output, है ना? सबके पास आ रहा है IIT Madras, which I have written here out of this constructor. Okay, so this is what, it's a class variable. Like what is the difference in class variable? Let's say we have some sort of a similar thing, some similar feature, some similar like name or something which are common to all the objects, then we create it as a like a class variable. Okay, so this is a class variable, these are instance variable, but हम access same way में ही कर सकते हैं. Okay, is this clear to everyone? Like what are the use cases? There are various use cases. Okay, let's say if I if I want to show, okay, I'm not going into that, that is one. Oh, just one last thing, self is like, this word is not important, not necessary. I can also write anything here like object, or let's say if I write my or something, जो भी मैं first like the first parameter whichever I pass in, it will consider it as an instance. Okay, so if I write here like hello, okay, so that means hello is like, hello is the like the parameter for the instance. Okay, again if I run this, it will work. So self is like, it is not necessary to write self, I can write anything. Some people write obj here instead of self, or some people write instance here directly. Okay, so that is up to you. In Python the general notation is we write self. Okay, so this is it. This is like a very basic thing of object oriented programming in Python. I have explained you. I hope it is clear to everyone. How many of you are clear with this and like the concept of object oriented programming? Okay, one, I think two. Okay, no worries, three. Great. So, well, there are a lot of things. All these things can be implemented. Okay, right now all the things I have not implemented. I have implemented only a few, like encapsulation is there and abstraction is a little bit there. Okay. Rest of the things, like I would like to say, you guys can watch this session number 33. Okay, I have explained object oriented programming in a very detailed manner. Okay, or even like the previous session, like this one, session 26. Okay, so I think now we should move to PYQs. Is it fine? Okay, great. काफी कोड हो गया. Okay, now PYQs. How should I open it? Recording is there. Okay, that's fine. So these are like the 3 PYQs I have created, like not created, sorry. We will work upon them today. Okay, so this is the previous one, April like 25, and this is the earlier December 24, September term of previous year, and this is the May term of 2024. So कौन सा करे पहले, अप्रैल, दिसंबर और सितंबर?
April.
Okay.
जनवरी करेंगे.
Yes, April, Jan, Jan.
Mhm.
Okay, let's do this one now. Okay, first question we got a very different, very interesting. Sorry. So first tell me, is this a recursive function? What do you think?
Yes,
Okay, how it is a recursive function?
because the function is being called inside the
Yes,
inside
we
the
are
function
calling the
itself.
same function here, and there is also base case, which is like here. So how it is working, well, I'm not going into the debugging of this part because it will take a long time, very long time, which is that does indices between left and right. Okay, what do you think what this function is doing? Okay, so if we like just simply see, it is taking some d left and right, है ना? So what d is here, it's a list we are passing, and for left we are passing 0, and for the right we are passing this len of list -1. So what are these 0 and this the third parameter?
The endpoints.
The indexes, right? The endpoints also, like the first index and the last index, है ना? Is this like, I hope it's clear to everyone. It is first checking if left is greater than equals to right, then it will simply stop. If so it is not, right? 0 is not greater than this. What is the length of this list? 6 and 8, so 7. Right is 7 and left is 0, so it is not. Now it will simply check if the left index is even, so it will call the function with this manner, in this manner. Okay, and so here it is even, right? So 0, so it will call with this, so it will pass in 1, simply 1 हो जाएगा, है ना? Left की value 1 हो जाएगी. Then it will check for this right one, so it is not, because 7 is an odd number. Then what it is doing is it is simply swapping the values, and then again calling the function. So it is using the binary search concept. If how many of you know what binary search is? It is in the syllabus. Well, okay, if you know, that's good. If not, then please study about it. Again, I have also explained in the in the end term sessions. You can watch like the session number 26. I have explained, or the even previous session as well. It is like some sort of binary search, but here we are not like searching, we are swapping the elements. Okay, so like you can do the debugging here and you will get the output. I'm not doing it because it's just too long and it will take a bit time. The next question, what will be the output for this test.txt file? So test.txt contains like hello world. How many lines are there in the test.txt file?
2 lines.
3 lines.
3 lines.
Okay, and the code is, I hope the code is visible. So first we are opening the file in write mode and we are writing these things, and then we are again opening the file in read mode and then we are reading the lines, checking the length of all the lines and printing it. So simply we are first writing some content and then we are printing it. What do you think? What would be the answer? 3, 2 or 5? Because there are already 3 lines, we are writing 2 lines here. So the answer will be either 3 or 2 or 5. What do you think?
2.
Okay. Is there anyone who is saying 3? Like who thinks it is 3? Okay, I think no. And is there anyone who thinks the answer is 5? Okay, Saran. Okay. See, the answer is 2. How it is 2? Because of this write mode. Can anyone explain like what?
It will overwrite.
Yes, it will overwrite. So when we use write mode now, it will overwrite the existing content. So this content will be removed and only 2 lines will be added. Not exactly. Okay, because it will just simply create a new line and that will be an empty line. Let's just check. I'm just creating a file here with open test.txt w as f dot write hello \n. I'm writing some sample content but 2 lines only. Okay, and then let's just read test.txt as a print len f dot read lines python 3 x.py. Answer is 2. Okay, because that new line is being created but it is an empty like this is like here if you see, so like the backslash n of course creates a new line, but it doesn't considered as like a valid thing in files generally, not in the code. In string of course it is being considered but not in the content. So that's why like the answer is 2 here. Okay, because we are creating 2 lines. Okay, now okay, we got an object oriented programming. What's the instance variable here? Like which instance variable is being created here? Anyone? Okay, so the yes.
Ramesh and Mukesh.
No, the instance variable is the students. Okay, students is the instance variable and this is a constructor. How many methods are there? Constructor, we do not consider constructor as the method. Okay, how many methods are there in this class?
3.
3. Add student, update student, get student, and students is just a list. So add student means we are calling append, and update student means we are simply updating at particular index, and get student means we are just simply returning the list. है ना? सबको क्लियर है ये पूरी क्लास? इज दिस क्लियर टू एवरीवन, द क्लास स्टूडेंट रिकॉर्ड? व्हाट अबाउट अदर्स? Okay, two, I think only two. Okay. Now, okay. Uh, now, what we are doing here is, so records. Records is the instance. Okay. Student record is the object. This is an instance. Sorry, student record is the class, and this is a object or a instance. So we have a records here, and we are updating the records at index 2, which is Suresh, and instead of Suresh we are just assigning Mukesh. Okay, we're calling this update student, and then we are adding a student named Ramesh. What do you think, what will be the length of the students list after
4.
calling these two methods?
4.
4. Okay, and what will be the content? Ram, Ramesh, then sorry, Ram, Rajesh, then
Rajesh, Mukesh,
Mukesh,
Mukesh
and
and
Ramesh.
Ramesh.
Okay, so the 4 things. And yes, what it is doing is, for student in records.getStudent, that means each element, like for I in records.getStudent or for student, that anything is fine. So it will simply print Ram, Rajesh, Mukesh, Ramesh. Easy question, I hope it's easy. Okay, now there is a concept of, like, again, object oriented programming is being followed, which is, what do you think, which, like, there are 4 pillars: abstraction, encapsulation, polymorphism, and inheritance. What do you think, which one is being followed here? Any guesses? Okay, let me give you a hint. We are hiding the technicality, like the technical part. Okay, so it is following abstraction. Okay, like we are calling
Abstract.
append function here for adding the student. For updating the student, we are like doing this notation, brackets, okay, square brackets, index, then name. So this is basically hiding this technical stuff. Well, अभी आपको लग रहा होगा like this is, again, we will call the code and all. Let's say you converted this function into some button like add student, update student, then वहाँ पे आप index वगैरह नहीं लिखोगे, right? या आप डॉट अपेंड फंक्शन नहीं कॉल करोगे, है ना? So that is where like this thing actually comes in when you create web apps or like even some softwares. तो आपको क्लियर होगा, और एंड लाइक ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा like how exactly abstraction is being followed. Okay, now we have this pair selector. Okay, this is a sort of questions like we got in CT, है ना? In computational thinking we get some similar questions, like we need to create some pairs and all. So minimum value is float of infinity, so selected pair. So it is going through all the numbers. Okay, numbers is what? The data, like this list. So we are going through all the list, and then again we are going through the list, but this time with the next index, and it is calculating some sort of current value, which is numbers of I plus numbers of j. That means, like, for this, like at the first index for the I, and like in the first iteration it is checking with the 7 and 3 and abs of, okay, adding them and subtracting, and like some sort of calculation is going on. So it will first do with the 7, like it will take 7 and check with the 7 3 7 9 7 5, then it will check for the 3 9 and 3 5, and then 9 and 5. Okay, so like it will not consider the first element in for j in range. Why? Because we are going from I plus 1. Okay, and then some sort of calculation is happening, and बाकी calculation के बाद it is simply multiplying. So I don't know like what's the motive, but basically this is what is happening. and like you can just simply calculate it, and like whatever pair will get the minimum value, like their sum should be like their sum and the difference, and like after calculating the difference, okay, like when first we are adding the numbers and we are calculating the difference, and then we are calculating the difference in addition and subtraction, add and sub, whatever the value we get the current value. So based upon that we need to get the selected pair, like we will have the minimum value pair, which is that selected pair only. What do you think, with which values it will be like this? Okay, इन दोनों में से like when we add and subtract and then minus, if we do like with the 7 or 3, it will be 4 sorry 10 and 4, 10 and 4, 6. Okay, so I just try it. Let me open Skeleton. Okay, so sorry, yes, so like when I equals to 0, that means numbers of I is 7. Okay, and j will run from 1 to n minus 1. Okay, whatever the length is. So it will do something like this: 7 minus 3, sorry 7 plus 3 minus absolute of 7 minus 3, which is eventually 10 minus 4, 6, and again it will do copy, okay, paste. It will do for 9, it will then do for 5, and then it will do for 3, 9, and 9, 5. Okay, basically the main thing is happening this 7, 3 and then 9 के साथ होगा. Okay, so 9, 7, 16 and R2, which is 14 here. So it will do all these things, and जिसका भी result यहाँ पे सबसे smallest होगा ना, like the values which will result in this smaller value, so that will be the selected pair, and eventually it will simply return the multiplication of that. Okay, I hope it is clear, like how it will work, like the logic of this code, for logic. I hope even if it is not, what you can do is the same thing which I am doing here. It is known as, like we call it as dry run. Okay, you take this example only and you run each and every line here. Okay, so like here it is happening for this, then it will go for 7 plus 5 minus ABS of 7 minus 5, which will result in 12 minus 2, which is 10. Okay, now this is completed for 7. Now we have I equals to 1 and j equals to 2 to n minus 1, which means 3 plus 9 minus ABS of 3 minus 9, which is 12 minus 6, 6, and 3 plus 5, yes, minus ABS of 3 minus 5, which is 8 minus 2, again 6, and yes, then it will again go for I equals to 2, j will be 3 to n minus 1, and numbers of, what is the numbers of I here, numbers of 2, like numbers of 2, what is the value of numbers of 2? Anyone? I hope, let me just write
9.
9.
yes, 9. Okay, so it will again like check for 9, so which is 9 plus 5 minus ABS of 9 minus 5, which is 4 and 14, so it will be 10. Okay, further it won't go. If I sorry okay, it will go further. I'm not wrong. What do you think? Okay, 5 here. We have 5. Then the last number. There is error. No. Okay. Yes. So further it won't go. Okay, because j जो है हमारा n-1 तक चलेगा, and the length like n-1 is eventually 3 only, so it will go for only one iteration, and I will also be stop, like I will stop there, because like when I will be 3, that means j will be 4 to n-1, which is not possible. Okay, because n is already 4, so n-1 is 3. Okay, so we got these values, one with the 6, 14, 10, 6, 6, 10. Which one is the smallest? Like the first one, which pair is the smallest?
6.
It's 7, 3.
7 and 3.
Yes, 7 and 3. Okay, then it will simply so what it is doing here is it is checking like the minimum value. So जहाँ पे भी minimum value आ रही है, it is simply selecting that pair, the first pair which is giving us the minimum value. So the first pair is this 7, 3 only. Okay, and it will simply multiply. So 0 and 1, it is simply multiplying here. 7 into 1, sorry, 7 into 3, 21. Okay, I hope now it is clear to everyone. Okay, for others as well, I hope. So this is what we call as dry run. Okay, so this is how we do dry run. So whenever you get some question na, in like in the coding, like the coding quizzes, like in math, in diploma subjects as well, like when you see some sort of code, so do this dry run. Okay, in the end term as well, do this dry run जो भी सामने example है, or even if there is no example, create your own example. Okay, जैसे like for strings I always take my name. Okay, for this you can create any sort of random list and do the calculation, है ना? So this is the thing. Okay. Okay, what are these? X, Y, Z. These are dictionaries, right?
Sets.
Yes, these are sets. Okay, these are not dictionaries because dictionary requires pair. So there is no pair exactly. These are the elements. Apple, banana, banana, cherry, cherry, apple. So while cherry in Z, okay, it is doing some sort of okay, this is the subtraction it is doing. Okay, and what this pipe means?
Union.
Okay, it is, are you sure it is union? I think it's intersection. It's union. Are you sure? Let me check. So in, okay, yes, union. Okay, you are right. So yeah, so basically it is subtracting and like taking the union when this condition is being satisfied and all. Okay, so ये छोटा सा loop चल रहा है and you will eventually like get the answer if you run this. I hope this is very easy code. इसमें तो कुछ ऐसा है नहीं समझाने वाला. Can you all do this on your own? Okay, great. The next one. So here they have created a table for this fail, pass, good, excellent. Okay, with this marks range. Which of the following snippets correctly compute and print the category after accepting marks as input? So these are the two snippets, and this is the requirement. Okay, so 40 is included in fail. If someone scores 40, is it fail or pass?
Pass.
Pass. Okay,
Pass.
because 40 is included in this range. Okay, it is not included here. Similarly for this, like 60 is in good, 80 is in excellent. Okay, so if let's say I'll enter marks as 75, what do you think, what will I get as an output?
Good.
Good. Okay, and if I enter marks as 80, I'll get
Excellent.
good,
Excellent.
Excellent.
excellent. Okay,
Excellent.
so you guys tell me which code is correct and what is the difference in both of the code. uh,
The first one's correct.
okay, why the second one
The
is wrong?
second one isn't.
Why?
Because it's using if instead of elif.
Okay, so
Like after the
mhm,
if, the next question's using if again.
okay, okay, that is fine. Okay, so in the first code, if I like pass in, let's say 59, what will I get as the output? In the first snippet, if I pass, like if I input 59 as in the marks, what do you think, what will be the output?
Pass.
Pass. Okay, in the second snippet, if I pass 59, what will be the output?
Fail.
Are you sure? Fail won't be, because marks is not less than 40. Marks is of course less than 60, category will be pass. Then again we have if else. So marks is also less than 80, 59 is less than 80. So it will result in good, which is not correct, है ना? It should come in pass. So that's the thing.
Right.
So these are like three different independent if. Okay, so this is one if else ladder. So there is only one if else ladder and rest two are independent. So that's why only first snippet is correct. This is easy, right? I hope it is clear to everyone. It's like a quiz one question, if I am not wrong. Okay, we get another question. This is of matrix. How many rows are there in this matrix? This like 1 2
Three.
3 4. Okay, how many columns?
Three.
Two
Two.
columns. Okay, two columns, three rows.
Two
So
columns.
it's like 3 by 2, है ना? Now what it is doing is it is updating the matrix first and then it is computing the total. And how it is updating? Okay, for j in range, for I in range, so it is going through each and every row. Then it is going through each and every like column in the row. That means each and every, so marks I of j is that particular element. Okay, so like 1 2 3 4 and so on and so forth. Okay, if I is 1, what elements will like it will consider in matrix I and j if I is 1?
The else block.
No, else block is fine. No, I'm asking like in what are the elements it will consider? What element? Which elements it will
3 and
consider?
4.
Yes, 3 and 4. Okay, because I is 1, 1 means the like the second row, or like with the 0 indexing we can say the first as well. Okay, so the first row, okay, which is the 3 and 4. 0th row is this 1 and 2. Now what it is doing is for even rows it is adding the value by 1, है ना? Can we say this? For even rows,
Yeah.
and for odd rows it will simply multiplying each value by 2. So what the updated matrix would be. So right now we have this matrix 1 comma 2 3 comma 4 5 comma 6, and so this is the matrix which we have. And after calling update matrix, okay, it is doing like add one each element if row is even index. Okay, I'm just writing in a bare format, and multiply each element by 2 if row is odd index. What do you think? What will be the output matrix be?
2, 3, 6, 8, and 6, 7.
Okay, so the first row, is it even or odd? This row, like the index of this row is even or odd? I want to know, like, from others as
Even.
well. Okay, all right. Yes, so this is the even row. Okay, so for the even, it is simply adding 1, and the next one is the odd row, because like the index is odd, है ना, 1 index यहाँ पे. So it will simply multiply here, so it will be 6 and 8, and it will be 6 and 7, है ना. So this will be the updated matrix, right? Now what it is doing is, so compute total. On the new matrix, it is computing the total. What is the total here? So it is simply calculating the total sum. I think you guys can do this, है ना? Like it is going through each row, calculating the sum of each row, and adding in the total variable. That means the sum of this row, sum of this row, sum of this row will be added to the total. So what will be the output? So total will be 5 plus 14 plus 13. The output is 7, 5, 32, or sorry, 22. Am I right? It will go through each row and like calculate the sum and add in the total. Okay, so if you check this code, going through each row in the matrix, the new matrix, and calculating the sum of each row, which is this row. So this is the first row, this is the second row, this is the third row. Calling the sum on this list will be simply gives us the sum of all the elements, which is 5 here. For this it is 14, and for this it is 13, and
32.
eventually it will simply add. So answer is correct or wrong?
32.
32, no? Yes, 32. Okay, so the answer is 32 here. I would not say it is easy, but I hope it is clear to everyone. When you are like clear with this part, na, ki how it is calculating even and odd or something, then you are easily like clear with the question. Okay, now, okay, you guys tell me how many times hello will be executed, or how many times hello will be printed. 10. Okay, okay, is there anyone else with a different answer? Okay, so what is happening is, so let me just create one. So I is going from 0 to 3. So what values will come in I? 0, 1, 2, है ना? And J will have values 1 and 2. Sorry, 0, 1, and 2. Yes. And K will have values. Okay.
0, 1, and 2.
0, 1, and 2. Okay. Now for each value of I, the J loop will run, and for each value of J, the K loop will run. है ना? So you just need to calculate like how many times it will run eventually, and so for the 0 of course it won't, for the 1 it will run once, and in the 1 it will run 3 6. I'm not sure answer is 10. What do you think answer would be? Well, it's easy to calculate. We just need to
27.
okay. 27 can be yes, because this is some sort of a pattern. Okay, 10. Oh, okay. Yes. Yes, got it. So like when value of I is 0, it won't run, है ना? When value of I will be 1, so J will run 1 comma 2. Okay, so for each value of J, let's say when J is 1, K will run 1 comma 2, and when J is 2, it will only run once, so it will be 3 like 3 iterations here, and then the 3 iterations for the value of for the I value 2, again like 3 iterations here, and then the last iteration of K. Yes, 10. Got it. Okay. You all are clear with this? हमें बस check करना है how many times it is running. The 27 will come if we run like from 0 to 3, not from I or J.
Yes,
Okay.
वैसे dynamic change.
Yes. Okay, now this one. How many lines will be present in sample.txt after executing? Okay, you guys tell me the number of lines. 1, okay. 6. So answer is okay. So there is, first we are writing 1 line, then we are writing again. Okay, we are having backslash, so these are like 2 lines, then again backslash, so it's on 3rd line, and this is also on 3rd line. Sorry, this is on 4th line. Okay, and then this then backslash, that means 5th line. There will be 5 lines. There should be, yes, 5. Okay, so this is the first line. Alpha will come in first line, then backslash n, that means the further content will be on second line, beta. Then a new string will start. It will start from a new line, so that means the line number 3. In line number 3, gamma will be written. Then in line number 4, delta will be written. No, it won't add. So that's what I cleared in the like earlier question as well. Okay. Then it will be on 4th line, delta. Okay. Then a new line will be created, which is line number 5. On line number 5, epsilon will be added. So alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon all will be on the each single line. Okay, this question is very easy because it's a multi-line string. Okay, in multi-line string, the way we write the content, it will be like in multi-lines, it will be written in the multi-lines only. Okay, so if I show you through this only. Okay, great. Now the next one, nums. So we have this list of nums. We have this empty list, I equals to 0, while I is less than len of nums. Result will be plus equal to, okay, I plus 1. Okay. Well, I got it. What do you think? What is happening here? Anyone? Okay. So first we have I as 0. So result will be, okay, write it here. Add it. Okay. So nums of like when I is 0. Okay, I is 0 earlier. So nums of 1 till end plus nums of starting till 1. What will come in the result? What do you think?
3.
Are you sure? Let me give you a hint. It will be a list. Because we
6,
are concatenating to slicing.
6
Slicing will
plus
never return an element.
6, 9, 12, 15,
So it will start from like 6, 9, 12,
12,
15,
15,
and then 3.
and then the 3. Yeah.
Okay. Then I will be 1. Okay. Then again result will be nums of 2 till end plus nums till 2. So now result will be, so it is being added into the result. This is one
9,
more.
12, 15. Yeah.
So the same list plus, sorry,
9, 12, 15.
yes, so 6, 9, 5, 12, 15, 3, then
6, 6.
9, 12, 15, and then 3, 6. Okay. And then the same thing, right? Same thing will happen again. How many times this loop will run?
1, 2, 3, 4 times.
How many elements are there?
5.
So it will run 5 times, right? For I equals
Yeah.
to 0, I equals to 1, I
It
equals
should,
to 2, I equals to 3, I equals to 4.
but it should be okay. So while loop, yes, it will run for 5 times.
है ना?
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. But then it will like it needs the result like the length of the this list. So what is the length earlier? 5. Okay, how many times loop is running?
5, 5 times.
So I equals to 0 1 time, I equals to 1 2 time,
2 times.
then I equals to 3. Let me just write. I equals to 2, I equals to 3, I equals to 4. है ना? Till this it will run. Am I right? So I equals to like at I equals to 0 we have the same list, and then I at I equals to 1 we have the like the same list but in a different order, but elements are like same, है ना? So kind of we can say the list is being doubled every time.
Yes.
Can we say this?
Yeah.
So eventually it will simply like 1 2 3 4 5
25.
25, yes. Okay, 20. Okay, okay, okay. I will, okay, got it. I will be 4. It will be, it should be 25. No,
Yes, it should be 25.
it should be 25. It should, yes. The answer is wrong here. So it will be like 5 times the loop is running, so answer will be 25. Now the next. Okay. The question which I just gave to you, recursive sum. It's a recursive question function है ना, because it is calling the same function and it has a base case. So well, what would I say? Okay, how this code is working, I want to know that. Let's say yes, so the list is being passed as 4 5 6 7 8. The first condition is true.
9 is also there.
Yes, 9. So the first condition is true or false? If not list. If not list means the list is empty.
Empty.
Okay. So is the first condition true?
No.
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 False. Okay. Then it will go to, so the first condition is false. Then the second condition. Is the second condition true?
No.
If len of list is 1, no. है ना? Now, what it is doing is, it is checking the first element, 4 plus, I'm just writing recur here, okay, and lsg. And the last element, what is the last element? 9. But it is not taking the whole list, it is taking from 1 till -1. So like in this function call, okay, in this particular function call, what would be the list?
5, 6, 7, 8.
5, 6, 7, 8. Now is the first condition true?
No.
No. Second condition? No. Enough. Now what it will do, it will again do the same thing, recur lsg, and this time again, and now here we have 8. Okay, now what will be the list? What do you think, what will be the list here?
7.
6 and 7. Okay, because from one element till, like, it will not include the -1, so only these two elements will be considered. Now first condition is true or false? Anyone? Is this condition true for this list?
False.
No.
No.
Okay, false. And the second condition?
False.
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 So what it is doing here, it is taking 6 plus recur lsg and plus 7. So what the list will be here? 1 minus 1.
Empty.
Empty list. Okay, because this is the stop, this is the start value, this is the stop value, so it will not consider that. Okay, so the empty. Now the first condition is true or false?
True.
True. Okay, so that means 0 is being returned, so which is 6 plus 0 plus 7, which is 13. Okay, and this 13 will be passed here, so 13 plus 5 plus, like 5 plus 13 plus 8, which is again like 13, 13, 26. Okay, and then again like 4 plus 26 plus 9, which is 9, 4, 13, again 39. Okay, I hope I am not doing the calculation wrong. So at the end we will get the answer as 39, and which is the answer here. So it is basically calculating the sum by breaking down the list smaller and smaller. There are many approaches. You can do this one, or you can like just take the first one and do the rest of, take the rest of the list, or you can take the first half of the list, or anything. Okay, there are many approaches. Is this code clear to everyone? And one important thing, this जो भी मैं कर रहा हूँ ना, like all this stuff, this is the dry run. Okay, this is what you have to do in end term. इससे आपको पूरा कोड क्लियर हो जाएगा. Okay, so the same thing as I'm doing here. What if I change this 0 to 1? What would be the answer?
40.
Yes, 40. Okay, easy. Now, okay, when this condition will be true, what do you think? The second condition.
When it's when it's a list with odd length.
Yes, odd length. Okay, because of the even length, this list will be the list will get empty here only. Okay, when there are two elements. But when the list is odd, so there will be at least 3 elements left. So that will eventually lead to again 2 elements and a 1 element list here. So then that condition will be true. Okay. So this is an interesting question. And now we have this one. So we have a test func which is checking s and t. It is checking the length is not same. Okay, then it is going through each character in the s. Okay, so s is a string, we can say, and it is calculating like simply the frequency of each character in the s string. Now what it is doing is it is going through t, the code, and it is checking if that character is not in this dictionary or its occurrence is 0, then it will simply return false. Okay, else it will simply decrease the occurrence. Okay, what do you think? So s and t both are strings, can we say this? It is like simply asking here only which of the following pair of strings. So that means s and t are strings, and it is calculating the frequency of each character in s string. है ना? Can we say this? Till this code, and after that it is checking if there is any new character comes in the t string which is not in the s, like which is not in the frequency dictionary, then immediately it will return false. But if it is there, then it will simply like do the -1, and then it will return true. Okay, so let's say it will return true. Okay, let's first check the example of true only. If I have the string param and I have this the reverse of the string only, marap. So first a frequency dictionary will be created, right? Frequency p1 and a2 and r and so on and so forth, then m ka bhi aayega, right? This is how this frequency dictionary will be created. Is it clear to everyone? I hope it is. Okay, till this line. Now it will check in the t. So is there any character in t which is not in frequency or whose occurrence is 0? Is there any?
No.
No. Okay, so it will return. What it will do, it will simply subtract each occurrence, so that means it will make it 0, and then again, okay, yes, 0, and then again here also 0 and here also 0. Okay, it will keep on 0, like do the 0 for all the characters, and it will return true. But there's a catch as well. Okay, so when it will return true, what do you think? When both the strings have same characters, है ना? Same characters and like the same number of characters, or like they have same frequency of characters. Can we say this? It will return true when both the strings s and t will have same frequency of all the characters. Okay, so debit card and bad credit. Okay, so it can be turned to yes. So it's a, so s and t will be, there is a like thing for that, anagram, है ना? Like anagram is like a word is an anagram, like two words are anagram if they have like the same number of characters, है ना? So like debit card and this are, these are the anagrams, and this is also, and this is also. Why this will be like not true? What do you think?
There's a different alphabet T which is not present in the schoolmaster.
Yes, there is a like there is a difference I can see for like H. H is there. Okay, H is there. What is the difference?
T.
T.
T is also there. T is also there.
Yes, T is also there, but why? It is giving us like false. Okay, S is there, right? C is there, right? H is also there. Okay, O is also there. O is also there. L is also there. M is also there. A is also there. Okay, S is also there. Great. T is also there. E is also there. R is also there. Then why it is giving us false? It will not return true. What do you think? Because at some character, I don't know exactly which character, we have to check this frequency will get 0. Okay, because we are decreasing the frequency every time we are like each and every time. Okay, we are running. So let's say for S only, if we do, so frequency of S will be S was 2, but then it will be 1, and then for C also it will be 0, H will be 0, O will be 1, and O will be 0. Sorry, in this order. Then for some character it will come where the frequency of character will be 0. So that's why I think it's not. We have to check. This is also an anagram. Okay. So basically we need to check for this for each of the test case. Again, we need to do the dry run. I hope like you are clear with the concept, है ना? It will first create the frequencies and then it will check for the frequencies. If that character is not there, then it will simply return false. If it is there any character which is not in this? I don't think. Both both are having the same. And or this frequency of character is 0. So this condition might be true somewhere that we have to check. Okay. Now the next. Okay. Which of the following statements are correct? Okay. What do you think when it will give us status as high temperature?
If temperature is greater than 45.
Okay. And alert will be false? Or
No, alert will be true.
yes, alert will be true. Okay. What do you think when moderate will when pleasant will be printed? When status will be pleasant? This is an interesting question.
When temperature is less than 25,
When temperature is?
less than 20.
Are you sure?
No, when temperature is greater than 20 but less than 25.
Yes.
Yes.
When temperature is less than 35, because if temperature exceeds 35, then it will go in this condition. This will not be executed. If temperature is greater than 20 but less than 35 or even 35, then it will simply do like give us pleasant. Just a okay. And what do you think? Uh, is there any case when extreme heat will be printed? Is it possible that extreme heat can be printed as like the status?
More than 45?
Yes, when temperature is more than 45, it will be. Now, is there any case like when moderate will when the status will be moderate? The answer is no.
That's
Um, more than 25 but less than 35.
Okay, but still it needs alert as true. Alert
true.
true तो होगा ही नहीं, right? Alert is false only. If alert gets true, that means temperature is already more than 35, right?
Right.
So moderate status can never be moderate. Can we say this?
Yeah.
Is it clear to everyone?
Yes.
Okay, yes. So this is the thing. Yes. If the temperature is 26, then okay. If temperature is 26, then what will be the output if it is not moderate? Um, Try once. What do you think? If temperature is 26, what
Will
will
be
be?
present.
Yes, pleasant. Okay, because
Pleasant.
of this alert as false, this condition will be false, right? So it will be simply pleasant. Yes. Now we have two snippets which are intended to create a dictionary, okay, with product name as keys and their frequencies. Oh, sorry, their frequencies uh, as like their values. Okay, product dot count item. Okay. What is the difference in both of the snippets? Anyone? Just an easy like there is, okay, if I give you that hint, then that will be the answer one. Okay, which snippet is correct? Is the first snippet correct? Like it will it is doing, what it is doing is it is going through each item in the product. I hope you are clear with dictionary comprehension. So similar to list comprehension which we did, okay, the here like in dictionary we have key value pair, so it will be like written here and then the loop. Like in list comprehension, what we do, we write the element and then the loop. Okay, so similarly we have here, so item is the key, after colon whatever we write before the loop, it is the value. Okay, so what it is doing is it is taking item which is laptop and calculating the count from the products list. So what is the value here? Product dot count laptop.
Two laptops.
Two
Two.
laptops. How many tablets?
One,
How many phone?
two.
Okay, this snippet is correct. Okay, to create dictionary with product names as keys and their frequency as values. Now what about snippet 2? It is doing for item in products, that is fine. Item as key and then calling count function. What is the count function? Is there any count built-in function?
No. No, I guess. Maybe
No.
that's the error.
Yes, that is the error. Okay, so snippet 1 is correct and the snippet 1 generates this output: laptop 2, tablet 1, phone 2. Okay, is it clear? Okay, great. Again we have this. Okay, now we have two classes. First we have employee class. How many instance variables do we have here?
Name and salary.
Yes, two variables, name and salary. And how many methods?
Two.
Yes, update salary and print details. Okay, now there is a manager class which is a subclass, okay, of employee. So this comes under the concept of inheritance. So it is inheriting from the employee. So manager is also an employee, right? In a company, in a firm or something. So Now, how many instance variables are there in manager class? Instance variables. Okay, one is this department. Okay, now because of this super function, like we are calling and underscore underscore init, so what this do is it creates a construct, it calls that function from the upper class as well, the super class, which is the employee class. So that means name and salary will also be created automatically. So that means there will be 3 instance variables: name, salary and department. And what total managers is? It's a class variable. Okay, so it is simply doing managers equals total manager, so it is simply keeping the count. That is what I was about to do, but I didn't. So it is simply keeping the count of managers. And then is IT department. Okay, if a manager is of IT department, and then printing the details again. Okay, how many lines will be printed if someone creates a manager instance and calls print details? How many lines will be printed?
2
One
lines.
or two?
2.
Okay, what are those 2 lines?
One for the manager and one for the employee. I mean the name and the salary put together as well.
Okay, so there will be 3 lines which will be printed. Why? Like how? So first it is calling the super, which is like the from the super class, it is calling print details, which is this one. So it will first print employee name, then salary, then it will print manager of department. Okay, so 3 lines will be printed. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, if let's say, okay, so I want to ask you one question. Well, I have not covered this, but let's check. So if I create a manager with my name, okay, like Param as a manager, like from the manager class, if I create an instance named Param, can I call this update salary function? Actually, I can. Why? Because manager is inheriting everything from the employee. So manager will also have a update salary method. Okay, automatically. It will have in total 3 methods: print details, is IT department, and update salary. Okay, so it will work for manager as well. So this is that's what I told you, right? Inheritance means like we inherit something from the upper level, right? So like we are inheriting name and salary using this, and we are inheriting update salary because of this. Okay, so that's why like that's how inheritance in object oriented programming works. Now what we are doing here is we are creating a manager named Alice with the salary of 75,000 of HR department. We are updating its salary to 80,000. What do you think? What will be the output?
This 80,000 Ether.
Okay. Tell me how many lines will be printed?
3.
3. What would be the first line?
First line will be the name.
Employee name
Yes,
Alice.
employee name Alice, salary, and salary will be 75,
80.
80. Okay, because
8.
it is updated
80.
as 80. And then manager of department,
80.
IT. Oh, sorry, HR. Okay. Now this is what they ask, like what is the output, and this is the output. Okay. Now it is asking, okay, so what they have done here is they have created 3 managers and kept them in a list. Okay, 3 managers बना लिए of 3 different departments, 3 different names and all, right? This list is clear, managers list.
Yes, clear.
Okay, and then it is calling managers of 0. Okay, that means the Ramesh one, है ना? Taking the Ramesh manager, and it is printing total managers. So total managers it's a class variable. So what I told you, like the value of class variable will remain same for all the instance variable. Okay, so how many managers are being created? 3, है ना? Now whenever we create a manager na, so see here what we are doing is manager dot total managers plus equals to 1. That means we are adding one more manager. Okay, now what do you think, what will be the output? It would be 3, 0, 1 or 2 or anything else.
Every time we are adding one manager, so it will be 3 total.
Yes, so it will be
3.
3. Okay, so this is a concept of class variable. When we need to keep the count, that's what like I thought to do. Like we can keep the count of how many students we are creating. Okay, that we can simply keep something like this: a number of students equals 0, and here simply student dot number of students plus equals 1. What if I do self instead of student? So that will create an instance variable. Okay, so only that will create an instance variable that will not consider the class variable. So that is the difference. Okay, so that's how we use this.
So is it like if we use self with any variable, it belongs to that
Yes, that in
to
particular
self then?
instance. Okay, that particular instance it will be
Okay.
there. Now okay, how much? Oh, okay, 2 questions. Now track assignments. Okay, it is taking total assignments, completed assignments. Total assignments minus len of set of completed assignments. Okay, the code is very much easy. What do you think? When all assignments will be printed, like all assignments are completed?
When remaining assignments are 0.
0, yes. And remaining assignments will be 0 is like when all the assignments are completed, right? Like when the length of completed assignments is same as the variable total assignments. So total assignment is a number. Okay, how can I interpret that it is some sort of integer or a number? Because we are simply doing subtract here, and we are like creating a set for completed assignments, and then we are taking the length. So length will return a number, right, eventually, and then total assignments should also be a number. So that's what I am like assuming. So total assignments minus whatever, like how many completed assignments are there. And if it is false, if remaining assignments are not 0, that means assignments remaining and remaining assignments. And what do you think, it will give us a list, a set, or an integer here in remaining assignments?
Integer.
Integer. Okay,
Integer.
because that will eventually evaluate to integer. Now how many total assignments in this function call? What is the value of total assignments?
5.
No, 10. That is what we are passing, right, at first.
All right. 10.
And the completed, what is the length of completed assignments?
5.
So what would be the output?
5. Remaining 5.
Assignments remaining 5. Okay, false will be printed or not?
Printed.
Why?
Because it's following the else loop.
Okay, track assignments is being called, but we are not printing the track assignments function, है ना?
Hmm.
So it won't be printed, only assignments remaining will be printed. Okay, now for which of the set of arguments track assignment will return true. Okay, that means it will return all assignments are completed. It should print all assignments are printed for which of the like okay, here the total assignment is 6 and the length is also 6. Total assignments are 10, length is 10. Why it is wrong and why both of these are wrong?
Because there's one assignment pending for each of them.
Pending.
Yes, nice. And for which of the sets it will return false? Again, there will be 3 left, there will be 1 left, there are 0 left, so it will return true, and it will there will also be 1 left. Enough. And we are done here. Well, very few people are there right now. I know many will watch the recorded session, and if you are able to do like 60 to 70% of these questions on your own, that means you are easily you are scoring 70 to 80 marks. Okay, and the most important thing was this dry run. We all get rough sheets, है ना? So do dry run of each and every code snippet. If you are confused, if you think that code is complex, then please do dry run. Okay, and if anyone is watching the recording, if you think this code is also complex, please do dry run similar to the steps like how we are doing here. Okay, so this is it, I think, and it's almost 8:50. Session went 3 hours.
Thank you so much.
Yes, and thank you guys for staying till now. I wish you all the best for intern. For other subjects, that's what I was asking, and that's what I want you to tell. So I have this form again here every time. So this form is different. Here I also added some more resources. Like if you or any of your friend is in diploma level, there are various things. Sorry, I have created some notes as well, even for stats and maths too, and some other notes, MAD1 notes, DBMS notes. These are the diploma level, and some other stuff as well. Okay, so you guys can simply and this is again this is also a feedback form. Okay, so in this you can share which subjects you want me to cover up. I will try to do that. Okay, and please fill this feedback form, and for those who are watching recording, you can check in the description. Okay, you will get all the resources link as well in this feedback form itself. And yes, thank you guys, thank you for staying till now. Hope
Thank you.
your intern went go well. You will score good marks. And how was your OPP2? I just want to know.
I just couldn't do the last question.
Okay.
That's where I lost 15 marks.
Okay, so that means 85 marks you have.
Yeah.
Great. And what about you, Praveen?
No, I got 50 marks. I didn't do well in pressure.
Okay. And Sanaya and Saran, are you guys here?
70.
Okay, that's great. And Saran, if okay, no worries. Yes, so I hope okay, no worries. I hope my sessions helped you in OPP2 and eventually this today's sessions also helped you. So this time I covered only one PYQ. Rest I have also covered in the previous this one in session number 34. I have covered 2 PYQs as far as I remember. So you can watch this session as well. Okay, and again the session number 27 for more. So yes, and do cover PYQs at max as possible. Okay, try to do all the GAs, all the PAs on your own before the intern, and always do dry run. Okay, when you are stuck, it will easily clear your all the concept. Okay, so
Okay.
that's it, and thank you guys, all the best.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. And
Thank you.
will you go in diploma level next term?
Yes.
Great.
That's why I don't know what subject you could teach. Just
Okay.
anything that you think is hard.
Well, all the subjects are equal. I have created a video as well, like for this specific thing. Um, if like show you uh, this one, diploma course selection. Okay, here I have
Okay.
explained. I have also shared like a PDF, a sheet where I have listed like the complexity of each subject, outcomes, the level, and each and everything, like what will the course outcomes. And I have shared, I think, around 40 plus different combinations. Okay, if you want to
Okay.
pursue programming diploma first or data science or both, or like even if you're a dual degree student or standalone or working professional. So yes,
Okay.
and congratulations if you are going diploma next term. If not, like all the best for your end term. Let's see, and let's meet in future sessions. Okay.
Sure. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Bye bye.
Welcome. Bye guys. Good night.